What's up? What's up? What's up? Here I come. What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. We are almost at the end of this week. I hope everybody is having a good week so far. Let me see who's out here. Let me share this out and then let me see who is out here. YouTube, I don't think was sending out the notification to everybody, but people, oh Lord. Anyway, I hate when I see a comment and it. All right, let me see who's in the chat. So far, so good. Let's see. Hey, what pulls my teeth? Tracy, Bap. What's up, Star? Hey, Diva. Hey, Danny. Hey, Abby. Look at all my mods. Yes. What's up, Tracy? I got both my Tracys here today. Hey, C Golden. What's up, little baby? Yes, I got more mods in the room right now than anything else. Thank you, Mod Squad. Hey, Amir. How are you, doll? What's up, you guys? What's up? Let's get into this. Um, I had asked you guys yesterday whether y'all would be interested in doing a football pick'em league, and a couple of people said yes. I'm gonna put the poll up. We have time. We have some time, but I'm gonna probably go ahead and get into it. If we decide to do it, I'll probably set it up this weekend. And I will do a video to walk you guys through. If you want to set up and join the Pick'em League, I will do like a video to post it to show you how to log in, how to set it up, like how to register, whatever, and then what you have to do. It's really not that hard. If you play it's not a fantasy league that you have to keep up with all. It's not like that. You basically just go in every Wednesday because their games on the games start on Thursday night. You go in every Wednesday and you pick your teams who you think is going to win, and then you're going to rank them by points. So the games that you think are like a shoe-in, like, oh, that team is going to win by a landslide, you would give that team more points, and then you would go all the way down to the game that you're not so sure about. And the point system is so that if there's a tie, right? At the end of the season, I'm going to give a cash prize for first, second, and third place. So football season starts the week of September 11th. So that Thursday, I believe September 11th falls on I think it falls on like a Sunday this year, I think. Maybe not a Sunday, but I think it falls on that Sunday. But that week, the week of September 11th, I believe. Hold on, let me double check myself. Hold on, y'all, because I don't want to tell y'all wrong. Yeah, you're not going to do players. Fantasy leagues are a lot to keep up with. They're a lot, and especially if people are like just novices and they're not really, really into football like that, it's a lot to keep up with to do a fantasy league. If I had the time, I would do like two, like an advanced and a beginner, but I really don't have the time to maintain like two things like that. See here. Hold on. Yeah, it's the weekend of September 11th. So whatever that week is, the weekend of September 11th. Yep. Okay. That's your birthday week? Okay. Hey, Regina Hawkins, how you doing, love? I'm just waiting for the DL interview with Bishop Scamber. I know. When is it going to drop? I wonder if DL Hughley decided not to air it. I wonder if he decided not to air the interview. If I were DL Hughley, I probably wouldn't air the interview for a couple of reasons. One, this guy's clearly trying to clout chase off of that interview, good, bad, or indifferent. And he's trying to use it to create a whole nother situation. To be honest, DL Hughley doesn't need it. Like, he doesn't need that interview. He doesn't need it to go viral. He doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, DL Hughley doesn't need the interview. Bishop Whitehead needs that interview to air more than DL Hughley does. So I'm wondering if he's decided to not air it, because that's been about a week now. It's been about a week now, so I don't know. I mean, obviously I want to see it. I ain't gonna lie, I want to see it. But I definitely understand if he decided that it's just not worth it. The first game is September the 8th. Yeah, I knew it was the week of September 11th. So the first game starts September the 8th. So because I'll probably, if we decide to do it, I'll set it up this weekend. And like I said, I'll do a video showing you, what's up, Xavier? Hey, boo. I'll do a video showing you guys how to and again, it's not hard. It's not hard. It's through Yahoo. So you would just go to Yahoo. It'll be a link. You click the link, and you just have to register. You use your email address. So, and only thing I would ask is the name the name for your team that you use your YouTube name. I mean, not the name of the team, the name for like who owns it, like, you know what I'm saying, like your name, your username. I just ask that you use your YouTube name. Only because that way I'll know who you are. You know what I'm saying? That way I'll know who you are. If you already have a Yahoo like account or whatever, then like if you can make it your team name, that's the only thing I would ask. That way I just know who people are, And that way you don't have to give any, you don't have to tell anybody who you are. Use your YouTube name. That's who we know you by anyway. Yeah. But I'll do that. If I get enough people that say they're interested, we'll do it. Okay. But yeah, I'm definitely, Tracy, I'm ready. And like I said, I know Tracy is going to give it to me. Like, as soon as it drop, I know Tracy going to send me the link. Because y'all know Tracy, my producer, honey. Y'all know Tracy be hooking her sister up, child. Is Abby going to start doing Get Ready With Me lives again? I think Abby's job has her on a different type of schedule right now. As soon as she can, she will. Because I know she still does her face every day. I just don't think she has the flexibility she had at one time. I know that at one point they had her training somebody, and then she was in it was a lot going on. Hey Earl, how you doing? Yeah, there was a lot going on. So I don't know. But y'all know Abby loved doing her Get Ready With Me. So hey, Miss Bay thing, you have 1.5 hours left to focus. Okay, then that's probably about how long we're gonna be here. At least an hour, anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half. So you good, girl. You good. You said my Big Brother reviews be cracking you up. Listen, I'm not even gonna lie. I was gonna give up on this season. Like, I literally was about to be done. I was like, I'm not doing this with them. They always get on my nerves. And that whole Taylor thing at the beginning of the season, I was over it. I was so over it. Y'all do not know how happy I was when the leftovers formed. I was so happy. And I understand that they're still, and I tell you, I still believe, I said it in my reviews and ain't nobody gonna change my mind. I still believe that production went to Joseph or somebody, Joseph or Turner. I still think production went to one of them when they were in the diary room and was like, listen, let me tell y'all something. Okay. Let me, I don't think they told them everything, but I think they told them enough for them to be like, y'all might want to flip this. Y'all may want to, but I don't believe that Joseph all of a sudden had this aha moment. Like, I just don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe that production, because the season was getting too out of hand. People were tuning out. People were complaining. Like, it was a lot going on. And I think production really needed things to flip a little bit. But that's just my opinion. My trip was great, Amir. I'm going to do my story time this weekend, telling y'all about my trip. That'll be this weekend. I'm not sure exactly when, but that'll be this weekend. Telling y'all about my trip. But I had a great time. I had a great time. Terrence is the absolute worst. Listen, the sad thing about Terrence is bad and he thinks he's good. Like, he really think he's doing the damn thing. He really think he playing, especially now he got a little bit of power. Child, he really think he playing Big Brother. You can't tell him he ain't doing the damn thing. And I'm like, bruh. Like, because what you really should be doing, if he really was trying to play the game, then what he would really be doing is trying to line his soldiers up, going back into the house instead of pissing them off and playing them against each other. That's what he really, really should be doing. Once Kyle told him what was going on, which that was the worst play ever. Because Kyle, anyway, I ain't gonna go down there with Kyle, child. Kyle too busy smelling, you know what, for the first time. He don't know what to do with himself. But if Terrence were really smart, once he realized there's a whole alliance on the other side of the house that I wasn't a part of that has been manipulating and picking people off, simple math would tell you y'all day is almost done. It's 7 of y'all, and once we have this double elimination, there really isn't anybody left to pick from other than me and Alyssa. If Alyssa survives, everybody else in the house is a part of the damn alliance. What he should be doing, that's the conversation he need to be having with them. He need to be saying, okay, listen, unfortunately, one of y'all gonna have to go. Like, it is what it is. But you know, when we go back in the house, you know the leftovers is over, right? Because there's nobody left. There's nobody left but me and Alyssa. And if they pick off Alyssa, okay, what he need to be doing is trying to line up Joseph, Turner, and Kyle. That's who he need to be trying to line up going back into the house. Because especially Kyle, you're done, bruh. Once they realize what you did, once they get back in the house and they know what happened, you done. That's what he really need to be doing. But he's too busy thinking he in charge and trying to get revenge. Boo, you getting revenge on people who ain't give a damn about you anyway. None of them cared about you. You wasn't in none of their alliances for real. Like, you might be mad that Monty and Joseph were using you for a shield, but let's be clear, everybody was. And unfortunately, that is the plight of the older person that goes in the house. The older person that goes in the house is always underestimated until they prove themselves different. Like, that's just unfortunate. That's just what it is. Wait until he get out the house, child. That Big Brother community is worse than Drag Race. You see, child, it is. You right about that, Kenneth. Yeah, Kyle is definitely thinking with the wrong head, child. The house guest exit interviews are roasting them. Roasting who? Who they roasting? But yeah, if Terrence were really smart, that's what Terrence would be doing. Terrence would be saying, look, what happened. I can't even be mad at you. That was great gameplay. You know, whether you mean it or not, it don't matter. It's fucking Big Brother. But what you need to be doing is lining up your soldiers going back in the house. Because one, you can't play for HOH next week, so you will have no power anymore. And two, once they go back in the house, the leftovers has to fall apart. There's no way that the leftovers survive another week. They just can't. They can't. So, but anyway, you can't tell him nothing, child. He doing the damn thing. He think he doing something, honey. Anyway, I will say this. I know some people are criticizing the double eviction. I like the double eviction. I like the way they're doing it. I like it better than, because the way they do the double evictions, it's so quick and people really, it goes so fast. Like, I get it. I like it. It's exciting, yada, yada, yada. But I like this. Everybody has a chance to compete. Everybody has a chance to campaign. Everybody gets their HOH, you know, even though Terrence's HOH isn't as glamorous, but he still gets a whole week, you know. So Daniel, Nicole, Amira, and Indy all got roasted when they. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, when they come out of the house. Oh yeah. And you see, Daniel is still doubling down, right? You see, Daniel is still out here talking shit, acting like he ain't do nothing wrong. I'm talking about, I'm the reason why the game is interesting. I made the game interesting. Bro, what? Anyway. I honestly am not going to talk about the looks. I think the panel, the whether you like it or not panel, we're going to do a special edition and we're going to talk about the looks. Me personally, y'all know I don't really get in, unless it is just absolutely atrocious. I really don't get into the fashions like that. Like, I'm no fashionista. Unless it is really, really atrocious. Unless it's just absolutely like, what the hell were you thinking? I sort of looks. I don't think they're horrible. My least favorite at a glance. I haven't had a chance to study them, but my least favorite at a glance was probably Sheree's. I don't like the way her breasts were. I don't know. They didn't. I don't know. I didn't like it. I liked Kenya's look. I like Candy's look. I thought Drew looked beautiful. I like Sonya's look. Nobody really slapped me like, oh my gosh, like nobody really slapped me that it was horrible. You know what I mean? Sonya looked the fool. I mean, Marlo looked the fool, and Sonya had on two different dresses. See, y'all get into all. I thought they all looked nice. So Daniel is delusional, and the fact that he thinks he is friends with Taylor, bruh, is horrible. I don't know what made him think. Anyway, moving on, child. Moving on. Okay. I wasn't supposed to have this whole Big Brother moment, so let's get into this. Kimora Lee Simmons says that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has reached out to her multiple times to join the show. She said that I guess up until now she wasn't really interested, but then she said that she did tell her agent that she would take a meeting, but the meeting never happened. So she thinks that maybe they're not interested anymore. Let me say this about Kimora Lee Simmons joining the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. If Kimora did not have so many personal issues, I would love to see her on there. I think she would shake it up. I remember Kimora from her reality show days. Kimora gives you a good balance of Black girl magic with a little bit of family, with a little bit of sass, with a little bit of laughter. Like, I enjoyed her reality show. I thought it was really cool. At least the first couple of seasons. I don't think I mean, that was before DVRs and all that, so I ain't see everything now. But with that being said, she got way too much personal stuff going on for her to be on a reality show. She got the situation where her husband, who is going to jail or in jail or stole all the money, was running the Ponzi scheme, whatever that was. She's got her ex-husband, Russell Simmons, and the whole accusations hanging over his head. She's got the skeleton in her closet as it relates to him and her when they were dating. In this day and age, a lot of things that would have probably been swept under the rug 5 years ago, even 10 years ago, people are not going to sweep them anymore. Like the Russell Simmons stuff, people wouldn't have even made a big deal about that before. But now they will. Now it will come up. It will be a conversation. And even the situation where her husband, I just think right now, I'm cool. I think she would have been a good addition maybe 5 years ago. But now, she got too much going on. And y'all know, between the internet, the bloggers, and the other castmates, Shah, they're going to eat her ass up. She's the perfect fit for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I think if she didn't have her own shit, I would listen. I would love to see her go toe to toe with Erica, Lisa Rinna, hell, even Kyle. Like, I would love to see her go toe to toe. But I just think she got too much shit in her own personal right now. I mean, that's just my opinion. Now, if she's willing to go on there and be honest and truthful about the situation where her ex-husband, I mean, are they still married? What are they? Like, if she's willing to be like, yeah, I married a real loser. He did this and he did that, then that would be one thing. But I don't know if she's in that place. And I don't know. I mean, she may very well be there. I don't know. But if she's not in a place where she can put her own shit out there and be honest about her own shit, no, that's her ex-husband. She has a son by him, Jamon Hunsu. That's what you're talking about. The black guy from the Queen Latifah movie. Yeah, that's her ex-husband. No, the guy she's married to now is like, remember a couple of months ago with something with some stock and he stole some money from people. It was I don't remember all the details now, but he's going to jail or he's in jail and allegedly he misrepresented, like it was running like a Ponzi scheme. And he's in jail now. Or he getting ready to go to jail. Isn't she married elsewhere so their marriage might not be real? No, I believe her. What's up, Sibley Sakina? What's up, girl? No, I think her marriage is legit. You talking about Damon Hunsu? They were never legally married in the United States, from my understanding. From my understanding, they had like a ritualistic like wedding over in his country in Africa. What up? Hold on, y'all. Are you? Aren't you supposed to be going out of town or something?
Yeah, I'm not going.
Oh, you're not going. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Sorry about that. Um, isn't Russell suing them? Yeah, it was something about some stock or something. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She got a lot of stuff going on that I don't know that she necessarily wants, because it's one thing like people have talked about it, like it's in the news, like it's, but y'all know it's a different beast once you get on these Real Housewives shows. It's a different beast. That stuff will be on the front page. 5,000 YouTube bloggers will be talking about it. You know, like we talked about it over here. But a lot of the bigger bloggers, I don't think really talked about it, but you know they'll pick it up. You know they'll pick it up. Tim was never divorced, so their wedding isn't legal. That's right. That's right. He was married to more than one person. Yeah, it's a lot of layers to that story. You're right. I remember that now. He allegedly was still married to another woman when he married her. And yeah. I forgot. It's a lot of layers to that story. It's a lot to it. Now, again, if she's done with him and she's willing to be on the show as a my ex-husband ain't shit and let me tell you what he did type storyline, then sure. But I don't know if she's in that space. Kimora Russell's oldest child just graduated from Harvard. I don't know if she graduated. She's at Harvard. I don't know if she graduated. I think she's still there. Because people were giving her a hard time because she's modeling while she's at Harvard, and I don't understand what the problem is. I don't understand what the problem is. So what? She's like, so because she's at Harvard, she can't model. Like what? I don't understand what the problem is. You say get out, really be? Oh, I didn't say get out. Did I say get out? That's what I'm saying. But people been giving them a hard time. That's my whole point. People were giving her a hard time because she spent the summer in New York doing modeling jobs, and I'm thinking to myself, your mom was a supermodel, like, and she's beautiful. Like, why can't she? I don't see what the problem is, you know. And even if she, let's say she decides to drop out of Harvard and become a model full time, so what? Like, so what? People be cracking me up. Some people decide to get mad about it, getting their feelings about it. I swear, I just be like, what? If she knew anything about her husband's business dealings, she shouldn't go on the show. I don't think she should go on the show at all until she's in a space where she can talk openly and freely about what the situation was. And let's be honest. Let's look at the Erica Girardis of the world. People want you to be contrite. People want you to be apologetic. People want you to be very docile. Even if you ain't know nothing about it, even if you were a victim too, people want you to be like, my ex-husband, you know, he cheated on me, he lied to me. I thought we were married, but he, you know, but they want you to be transparent. And if she's not ready to be transparent, or she can't because of whatever's going on in her life be transparent, that ain't the place for her to go. And you know, they can edit however they want to edit. It's just probably not. That ain't your spot right now. Not right now, it's not. But I do think if she didn't have her stuff going on in her personal life, I think she would be a great addition to Beverly Hills. Absolutely. And you can tell she watches the show. You could tell she watches the show. So no problem as long as she's doing a work and she's definitely making money. Yeah, I mean, and again, she was doing it during the summer. First of all, people act like Harvard and New York is. Do you know you can get from Harvard to New York in like a car ride that takes less than 2 hours? Like, it's literally right there. Number two, I'm sure she can fly back and forth to New York and probably, well, I'm sure less than an hour. You know what I'm saying? So and she was doing it over the summer while she probably wasn't even taking classes. Like, people act like people crack me up. No, when you just asked someone, are they supposed to be going out of town? I was just like, oh no. No, I just forgot. I forgot. I was like, wait a minute. I think this is the weekend. I just forgot, child. I would like to see Sheree full time, but she's not giving us anything. I don't want to see her full time for that exact reason. She ain't giving us nothing. I mean, part of it, she did have COVID, but she ain't giving us nothing. She has 55 million already from doing her modeling. Who? Kimora Lee? All of them gonna try to get in her business. Because first of all, they're gonna be jealous of her. Let's just go ahead and be real. They're gonna be jealous of Kimora because Kimora is flawless. Like, people can say what they want to say. You ain't got like Kimora Lee Simmons, all of that. But Kimora is flawless. People like Erica and Dorit wish they could. Erica and Dorit try hard to do what she does flawlessly. Now, people can say what they want to say about Kimora. You ain't gotta like her, but baby, she been doing this modeling thing for years. The shit that Dorit wish she could do. That's why I said she would be a great addition to the show, because she would make all of them look foolish. She would make all of them look foolish, but she just got too much going on. I don't want to see Sheree full time because she's trying to get too close to the wrong team. Say it again for the people in the back. Well, since we did, let's go ahead and talk about it. So Garcelle's son was attacked by some bots down to the Instagram. Now, listen. They trying to say Diana did it, child. They trying to say that Diana and her people unleashed the bots on Garcelle's son. I'm going to say this. Until I see some proof, I'm not going to put something like that on that woman. I don't know whether she did it or not. I think that fans of these shows can be very rabid, right? Kenneth said earlier about the Drag Race fans, Big Brother fans, Housewives. Do I think that a fan of the show who is Team Erica or Team Renna or Team Diana. Thank you so much, Regina. Do I think that their fan base could have unleashed something like this? Absolutely. Do I think that Diana personally did it? Girl, I don't know. I ain't gonna say she didn't do it. I'm not gonna put it past her. And the reason why I say I'm not gonna put it past her is because we never seen nothing like that before, right? The bots. We've seen fans, we've seen hashtags, but the bots. Russell Simmons' daughter that's modeling, she's already made $55 million. Damn. Should I wouldn't be pressed about Harvard either. What the hell? Yes, fans are extremely rabid. It turns people off. Part of the reason I stopped watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. Child. Y'all know that's why I stopped. That's why I stopped dealing with basketball wise with that whole OG thing. Because if one more person came after me about OG, because you don't watch the show, Abby. Because you don't watch the show. So true. Lisa Rinna been attacked on many seasons and never saw her go to this level. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying, like I said, I ain't saying the woman did or didn't do it, but I am gonna say we ain't never seen this level of rabid fandom before. You know what I'm saying? We've never seen that. So what it is, they're saying that the bots were what attacked her son, and that I'm sorry. Why in the world does it keep doing that? Anyway. People need to go outside and touch some grass. Child. So I'm gonna just read you a couple of these statements. So Garcelle's statement says, I'm usually a very strong woman. I've been raised to be strong. My life has taught me to be strong, but when it comes to my kids, it hurts. It's not okay. I've been in tears all night. It's just a TV show, people. Scream at your TV, throw something at your TV, but leave our kids alone. So then this is what her son wrote. Now her son is 14 years old. Now her oldest son was attacked as well, but he grown. But this is her 14-year-old son. He said, well, I'd like to start off by saying that I am still a kid and wish to not be viewed as a fully matured adult because I am not one. It is currently my first week of high school, and instead of enjoying it like most kids, I have to deal with being attacked on social media. I did not sign up for this show, nor do I have anything to do with the show's drama. I just want to be a normal kid. The purpose of my Instagram account is not for publicity nor the public's gaze, but to be seen by my peers as just another kid. I really wanted to avoid going private, but I just have to at this point. The constant support from everyone makes it much more tolerable. However, what's that? Let me PJ Masks. Yeah. Oh Lord. Oh, he gonna love. I'm gonna wait till his birthday.
When's his birthday?
At the end of September, September 23rd. Yeah. Oh, he gonna love that.
Like I couldn't.
PJ Masks. It's no, that's cute. I would have picked that up too. He gonna love that. I'm sorry, y'all. He gonna love that. The constant support from everyone makes it much more tolerable. However, middle-aged women spamming me with racist and crude comments about my family is not what I expected for my first week of high school. Thank you all for the positive comments. It truly means a lot to me. Now, do I think that a 14-year-old wrote that? Absolutely not. But the sentiment is fine. And then Bravo released this statement. It says, we are shocked and appalled at the social comments directed at Garcelle's son. We urge our viewers and social followers alike to refrain from targeting our cast and their families with harmful rhetoric. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't think I've ever seen Bravo issue a statement like that before. I guess it just lets you know just how vile the comments were made. Now, remember, Jax is the son that Erica made the comments to. You know what I'm saying? And again, her older son, the one who's married, that's the recovering drug addict, comments were made towards him in reference to his sobriety and things like that. We know that Garcelle's children are half black, half white. And so there were comments made towards them as it relates to them being biracial. And I found it interesting that only the son who had that situation with Erica was attacked. The other son wasn't attacked. And I find that to be very interesting. I'm sure Garcelle. Oh yeah, I'm sure that the people on the show know exactly what was said. And again, what's being said is that these were bots that were spamming his account. So these aren't random fans that all decided to attack him. This was a orchestrated and organized attack, and it was from bots. So the question is, who is that vested and has that kind of energy and money to put into that? Now, I don't know if it's expensive to do the bot thing, and I don't know nothing about all of that. I don't know nothing about it, but I find it to be very interesting. I just find it to be very interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. And I love the actual fans of the show went and investigated the history of the people who left nasty comments to see if they were real or bots. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know nothing about it. So yeah, it's probably not expensive if you know what you're doing to do the bot. I mean, we see that. I mean, our chats get spammed on YouTube all the time. You know, the bots come through here all the time with us. You know, with the naked girls. Y'all seen them go into the YouTube channels. Little Todd's plot to me, this is odd. It's very odd. It's very odd. Again, I'm not going to put something that heavy on Diana as much as I dislike her. I'm not going to put something like that on her until there's some proof of it. Even though I ain't crazy about her. But something like that, I just, unless I see something. Unless I see something. Or I should say until I see something. Because I feel like this ain't the end of it, child. Now, yesterday we talked about Meg Thee Stallion being in court for her her lawsuit against her record label. We found out today that she was granted that Carl Crawford and Jay, what's his name? Jay, oh shoot. Hold on, what's the boy name? I want to say Jay Parrish, but I know Jay Parrish is one of my subscribers, so I know that's not right. But the judge has said that they have to sit for a deposition as it relates to her court case. They were trying to get around having to sit for a deposition, but a judge said, nope, not so soon, not so fast. You absolutely will be sitting for a deposition. And so that'll be very interesting. That lets us know that her court case is moving forward. And that'll be very interesting to see where this heads out. Here it is right here. Carl Crawford and Jay Prince. That's what it is, Jay Prince. They have to sit for their depositions. Oh, Quintessential, you used up your skin so soft, girl. For example, we all have digital footprints. The comments we make in our history going back as long as we've had a YouTube account, an Instagram account. None of those had. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how they knew it was bots, because the people had no history. Those names had no history. Yeah, that's how they knew they were bots. Mm-hmm. So her court case is moving forward. Like I said, I think that she's going to win her court case. Now, what she's going to win, I couldn't tell you, but I think she's going to win her court case. I think she's going to win her court case. Yeah. Speaking of court cases, let's just go ahead and keep it rolling with the court cases. Jen Shah, the records from her plea arraignment, when she pled guilty. Hey, Scooter Boot. The court papers from her day in court when she pled guilty, hey, Cool Gamer, have been released. And baby, from what I read the highlights. I didn't read the whole the court documents. I read the highlights. From the highlights, y'all, Jen Shah asked, I don't know why she allowed this case to go on as long as it did, based on what they said that they had. Hey, Fifi, based on what they said that they had, child, they had her dead to rights. They had names, dates, they had audio tapes, they had, he just screamed at the TV. I don't understand why she allowed this case to drag on the way it did. They said when the government showed the evidence that they had against her, there was no way in the world she wasn't going to be convicted. There was no way in the world. I was like, girl, you were like, I understand keeping a strong face. Like, I understand that. Like, I get it that you ain't gonna walk around talking about yep, I'm guilty. Yeah, I'm guilty. But girl. But she pled guilty, and based on the sentencing guidelines, y'all, she going to jail. Like, Only way she's not going to jail is if the judge decide that he gonna sentence her and then he gonna suspend her sentence. Because based on those sentencing guidelines, like she going to jail. And then she has to pay back like $6.5 million in restitution to the victims and something like $7 million to the government or vice versa. But I know one was like $6 million and one was $7 million. And I was thinking, damn, child, that is $13 million. Give or take. And of course, you know, when you plead guilty, you have to not only say, yes, I'm guilty, you have to be very specific. And so the judge asked her, did you know that what you were doing was illegal when you did it? She said, yeah. I mean, of course, she had to in order to plead guilty, but she was like, yes, Your Honor. The judge said, because basically what she said was she knew that the services that she was selling were basically useless services, that they weren't anything. Like she was basically selling products that were worthless to what they call them a vulnerable population, meaning the elderly and people who are like disabled for whatever reason. So you were specifically targeting elderly people and specifically targeting people who, you know, had some sort of a handicap. And you were selling them products that were no good. I don't understand the arrogance, y'all, the delusion, the narcissism. How in the world? I don't understand, y'all. When you were like I said, I just read the highlights. But when you're reading it and then you're just sitting there, it's like what? I'm like, are you serious right now? And she thought playing the middleman by just giving leads was going to keep her out of the clear. She's the richest housewife of them all. Huh? Let's be honest. The whole cast knew she was a criminal. Annie grilled her at that season 1 reunion. I don't think they knew she was a criminal before she got arrested. I think none of them understood how she made her money. Now that was clear that they didn't understand how she made her money, but I don't think they knew she was a criminal. I think they questioned. Like, I think they thought she was shady. I think they thought she was shady. I don't know if they thought it was criminal. They definitely thought it was some shady. It was shady, you know. I just wonder why we not holding Coach Shah to the same standard that we hold Erica Girardi to. People are so convinced that Erica Girardi knew what her husband was doing and that he was stealing money from those people, which I have no idea why y'all think she knew that her husband was stealing money from his clients, but okay. But people are so convinced that she knew, but we giving Coach Shah a pass. That's the part I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. How are we so convinced that Coach Shah didn't know nothing, but Erica knew everything? I don't understand. Lisa has the money. Remember when she said she's the richest housewife? Oh, no, I didn't remember Lisa saying she was the richest housewife because that is far from true. Like, I don't even think you're the richest housewife on your show. Like, is Lisa even the richest Salt Lake City housewife? She's certainly not the richest housewife in the history of housewives. Like, that's not even close. Because Coach is not on IG acting a plum fool. Well, that's true, but that still don't mean he don't know. He's being quiet. He's handling it better. Now that I can agree with. He's handling it better. But I just find it interesting because from the very beginning, before Erica started acting a fool on Instagram, from the very beginning, Erica was being beat up. From the very beginning, she was being beat up. And Coach Shah, from the very beginning, has been given a pass. He's been given a pass. I'm sorry. From the very beginning, he's been given a pass. Now, granted, he's been quiet about it, and I agree that he has not handled it as badly as Erica has handled it. But I think part of the reason why Erica handled it as badly as she did is because of how hard people were coming after her. Even in that documentary that they did about Jen Shah, they barely mentioned him in the documentary, whereas the documentary about Erica Girardi, the whole documentary is about her. Whereas in Jen's documentary, barely mentions her husband. They barely mention him. I just think it's very interesting that he ain't getting that same smoke because he don't live with that lady for real. Well, neither did Erica's husband. We come to find out that he been having an affair with a judge for the past 7 years. Hell, neither was she. I think Coach Shah was living with Jen Shah more than Tom Girardi, 90-year-old ass. Y'all really think? Come on now. Erica was a liar from day one. She filed for divorce because of infidelity, knowing that he was really just trying to protect her before Tom went under. I'm sorry, I'm not shutting off tears for that white lady. No. I'm not saying that we should have any tears for her. I'm just saying I find it interesting. And I'm not even talking about us. I'm saying just in general, the media coverage. This whole everything. It was just handled very differently for Coach Shah. That's all I'm saying. Folks are going to focus on the celebrity. Coach Shah had to know something because his so-called into question in a prior case, and he was a lawyer at the time. His behavior has people overlooking the possibility of him knowing. But that's what I'm saying. The fact, think of it like this. People are holding Erica to this standard like she was going to work with her husband every day, like she's a lawyer and she understands the law. I'm not saying Erica's innocent. I'm just saying let's look at the difference. Then we have Coach Shah, who is an attorney. Absolutely is an attorney. Ain't never questioned how his wife was making her money. I'm just saying. Coach Shah doesn't live beyond his means. You seen that beat up truck he picked her up in season 1. That don't mean he ain't living beyond his means. He living with her. They living beyond their means. I also saw him driving that Range Rover too. Erica knew about all of the affairs. That's what I'm saying. I agree. I love Erica, but she was with it for now y'all know I used to love me some Erica Girardi. Y'all know I did. If y'all watch my reviews of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, y'all know I used to love me some Erica Girardi, child. I never liked Erica before the whole situation. I definitely didn't like Jen. Yeah, I wasn't crazy about Jen. Fifi said, all right, I'm just going to say it. I don't like Erica. Listen, there you go. There you go, girl. Just walk in it. Just walk in it. Erica could care less about infidelity. I think as long as she was getting the money. Listen, absolutely. She got wind that the lawsuits were coming and she was trying to protect and separate her assets. And she used that fake divorce to cover it up. A husband is not required to incriminate their spouse. Well, neither is a wife. You mean about Lisa being the richest housewife? Oh, okay. Isn't it interesting now the season that Erica is saying she can't get divorced to Tom now, but she filed for divorce in the beginning because of infidelity. So which one is it? No. No. The reason why she can't get the divorce is because Tom has been declared legally incompetent. She can't divorce him if he's not of his right mind. She can't do it. That goes back to what we were saying about when Girl Is That Legal was here and they were talking about Wendy Williams and her court case against Wells Fargo. If Wells Fargo is saying that Wendy is incompetent to make decisions about her money, and so she's not, if the court agrees with Wells Fargo, then she's not in a position to make any decisions about her money because the court has agreed that she's legally incompetent to make those decisions. So they're saying that Tom has dementia. So he can't enter into a legal proceeding such as a divorce if he doesn't know what's going on, if he has no concept of what's going on. And so that's why Erica is saying, I can't divorce him right now. Plus they have the lawsuits. She can't divorce him until the lawsuits have been resolved either. They're gonna resolve these lawsuits before they grant that divorce. So yeah, she's basically at this point, she's kind of stuck with Tom, honestly. Once everything has been resolved, I think his brother, who is now the executive, like his brother is his caretaker, his brother may be able to move forward with the divorce, but they can't do anything with Tom. And it has nothing to do with the infidelity or anything. It has to do with Tom's mental state. Yeah, though she explained that it has to do with his mental state. They can't move forward with the divorce right now. Well, if they move forward with the divorce right now, she would owe him alimony. Yeah. Oh, if and when the divorce is final, she's gonna have to pay him alimony because he ain't got no money. He has nothing. And because they don't have a prenup, see, if they had a prenup, she would probably be protected from that kind of stuff. But because they don't have a prenup, it's just like any other divorce. He no longer makes any money. He's technically retired, and she is still making money. So she would be paying him alimony. Right. It's expensive to me didn't age well. No, you're right, it did not. I think all the ladies was jealous. All the ladies was jealous of Erica when she first came home and after. No, really be remember she told Garcelle that it was because she would have to pay him alimony if they got a divorce. But she also explained that it's because of his mental state. I know what you're talking about, but that's not the whole story though. That's not the whole story. She can't they can't move forward with the divorce right now at all. What she was, well, at least the way I remember it, and I could be wrong, the way I remember it was she was saying if they moved forward at this point, she would owe him alimony. But there was also another scene this season, because that was last season. There was another scene this season where she was saying how the divorce is sort of at a stalemate right now because of his mental state. In order to finalize divorce, the banana peel has to move. Thank you, Jason. They have multiple documents with Erica's signatures. We haven't seen anything with coaches on it. Yeah, they do have documents with Erica's signature. But again, listen, let me say this. And I'm not saying that because y'all know I used to like Erica, but I'm no longer a fan. But I do think people I think we give Erica way too much credit. Like, I do not believe that Erica knew that her lifestyle was being financed with stolen money. I don't. I think as long as the credit card didn't get declined, which is what she said at the reunion last year, as long as the credit card didn't get declined, why would she know where the money is coming from? Her husband gets up every day. He goes to work. As far as she knows, he's one of the top attorneys in LA. Yeah, there was some things about him, some shady dealings or whatever, but that wasn't her business. That wasn't her concern. Yes, her name was on signature. I mean, her name was on papers. But just like Kathy Hilton said, hell, my husband gives me papers to sign all the time. I just sign them. Rich people do that kind of shit. Poor people don't. We be like, what you got me signing? Hold on, let me read this. And I'm not saying that you should. I think you absolutely should read everything you put in your signature on. But what I'm saying is, if the paperwork that Erica signed were her tax documents, which you're going to sign your tax documents when your husband, and the paperwork for her business. Her husband was financing her business, her music career. That was a well-known thing. So the papers that she signed were the papers dealing with her business and dealing with the taxes. How did she know that the money was stolen? That's all I'm saying. That's just me. I just clicked on why Tom did not make her do a prenup because he knew the whole time what he was doing. Maybe not. I mean, maybe that's what it was. I don't think that's true. I think she's lying. That's what I'm saying. Like, again, Clearly, people think she's lying. I don't. I don't think Erica knew. Now, I'm not going to say that Erica didn't hear the stories about the shady business deals and stuff like that. Of course she did. But I don't think Erica knew that man was stealing that money from them people. I just don't. I don't think they had that kind of marriage where he was confiding in her, like, yep, stole another $50 million today. Like, I don't think those are the kind of conversations that they were having. I think as long as Erica was able to live that lifestyle, I don't think Erica gave a damn where that money was coming from. But that's just me, child. That's just me. I trust you. You take notes. I'm just retrieving from my. No. O Street. I know what conversation. I know what conversation you're talking about. But I also remember Erica talking about the fact that the divorce has stalled because right now he's, because of his mental capacity. Isn't she in court with Tom? I've never seen Coach in court. Coach in court. That's my whole point. That's my whole point. The fact that Erica is being linked to Tom in a way that Coach isn't. But, one of his alimony will go all. Yeah, at this point. Well, no, the court has to give him a certain amount of money to live off of. But anything above and beyond that, yeah. I remember Erica low-key bragging to the ladies her first season. She came on that she gets half if they divorce since they have been married 20 years. She's eating her words now. Yeah, because they ain't have a prenup. She thought she was good. I think you need to pay attention as much money as she used to spend. Yeah, I meant to say they were jealous of her when she first came on the show. Yeah. You also believe Jesse, so your judgment is off. Well, I do believe Jesse. Okay. I don't know. I have a feeling that people were leaving nasty voicemails on her answer machine, not to mention she worked as a secretary for the firm. She ain't work as no real secretary, child. She was a cocktail waitress when she met Tom. She wasn't really working at that damn place. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into trying to be held. They talking about Erica Girardi. Oh, I did more than I thought I did. Hold on, let me look at my list, y'all. I got a few more stories on my list. I did more than I thought I did. Okay, we talked about Kimora, Jen, Garcelle, Meg. Okay, I covered a couple of things. Okay. Now, according to Urban Mag, it looks like Melody Holt might have been successful. They had court on Tuesday. It looks like she may have been successful in defending herself against Martell, trying to get full custody, which I'm going to be honest, child, who didn't think, like, who really thought that the court was going to give Martell Holt full custody? It is very hard for the custodial parent to lose full custody. It's very hard. Just because you don't like, because at the end of the day, I understand some of Martell's frustration in saying that Melody, that if Melody's not going to watch the kids, he wants the first right of refusal. But that's a courtesy. That's a courtesy. When she has her kids, she has every right, if she has to work, to allow somebody to babysit the kids that isn't you. She doesn't have to let you have first right of refusal. If y'all came up with the agreement that it would be 1 week on, 1 week off, or 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off, then whatever happens in that 2-week window, them being babysat by people you don't like or by people you're not crazy about does not constitute neglect. It does not constitute abuse. You know what I mean? So just because you in your fifis about it, child. Kosar thought he would get full custody. Child, Kosar. Child. Why would he try to get full custody? I don't even watch the show, and I knew that wouldn't happen. Well, some people are saying he's doing it because of the money, because if he got full custody, then he don't have to pay child support, or he can ask her for child support because Martell, his money funny. I honestly think it's a combination. I think it's a combination of getting on her nerves. You know what I mean? I think it's a combination of him just getting on her nerves. And trying to get around paying any money, What's up, So Joe? Him seeking full custody probably hurt his case. He should have just asked for more rights. Yeah. Because full custody is a lot. Have you watched Rap Shit on HBO? I watched the first 2 episodes. I haven't been back. I'll probably watch it eventually. But I did watch the first 2 episodes. He didn't learn from Jen and Kate plus 8. He literally went through the same thing. Yeah, he did. You know what? He did. I remember that now. He sure did. Because after the show, she like blew up and she was doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I remember that. Hell, that would mean Mel would need first dibs on getting the kids when he can't watch them because he has to work. Child, Martell ain't got no job. Child, he broken Petty. Yeah, he was trying to rattle her nerves and control her. He doesn't want her leaving Huntsville and progressing. Yeah, I just think he was using it as a ploy. I don't think he ever really wanted full custody. I think it was a ploy, that he was using. I don't think that was ever his end goal. Have you watched Sweet Life on HBO? No, I haven't. I haven't. I never finished last season. Y'all weren't watching the reviews, so I started reviewing it, and I never did finish watching. I think I only missed like the last 2 episodes, but nobody was watching the review, so I started reviewing it, and then I just kind of, But I saw that they did come back for another season. I did see that it came back for another season. I'll probably catch it one day. I'm not gonna review it though, but I'll probably catch up with it one day. He can't even get custody of a builder's license. Right, okay. He putting in Sheree pool. Shah, he ain't putting in no damn pool for Sheree. Does he live with his mother? He looks like he comes out sales for. The rumor was that he was living with his mother last season. Now, I'm not sure about this season. But that was the rumor last season that he was living with his mom. That's why his mom was filming so much with him. Because the rumor was that he was living there. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I had heard. Yeah, it was just a power play. That's all that was. He was just trying to get control, trying to get on Melody's nerves, rattle her cage, get her to do or say something. That's it. I mean, do I think Martell loves his kids? Yes. Do I think that Martell cares more about making Melody's life uncomfortable than he cares about his kids' comfort? Yes. Because divorce is hard enough. If you really gave a damn about the kids' comfort and what was best for the kids, you would just try to make this as painless as possible. It's bad enough that y'all got them cameras in their faces, filming while y'all going through all of this, but it seems to me like y'all would just leave it alone, Child. They foreclosed on the marital home, so either his mama or coleslaw. Oh, they did? I thought they sold the house. They foreclosed on it? That's interesting. I didn't think that I thought they had sold the house. I know Melody moved out. Maybe Melody left the house. Matter of fact, I didn't think they had bought that house. I thought they were renting that house. Okay. I thought they were renting that house. All right. All this other nonsense about building and wine is hindering his true passion as a child. Anyway. We know that Vanessa Bryant, we found out yesterday while I was live, that Vanessa Bryant won her lawsuit And I just want to give you guys the breakdown. For those who don't know what her lawsuit was about or why she sued, after Kobe Bryant was, killed in the helicopter crash, deputies who were on the scene actually sent pictures out of the crash scene. And so Vanessa Bryant sued for them sending out the pictures and sending it to the media and stuff like that. And she won her court case. And let me just break down what she won. The jurors awarded Vanessa Bryant $2.5 million for past suffering, $7.5 million for future suffering, $1 million for past suffering from LA County and fire, and $5 million future suffering for LA County and fire. Yeah, they alerted the media before the families. They exchanged the pictures. They sold the picture to the media. It was a mess. Night Scooter. And then he turned the TV off. Well, excuse us. Excuse us, Scooter Boot. So good for you, Vanessa. Now she just made the announcement that she is donating that money to the foundation that she started on behalf of her husband and her daughter. And I think that's appropriate because let's be clear, she don't need the money. It was never about money, and she doesn't need the money. And so she's donating, I think she said $16 million of the settlement to, or hold on, I don't want to just make up a number. Wait a minute. Hold on. Did I see that on TMZ? Yeah, I had it right. $16 million. She's donating $16 million to the Mamba and Mamba Sita Foundation, and that's the foundation she started after their death. So the money is going towards their foundation, which I think is appropriate. Yeah, right. I wouldn't even want to see those pictures. I absolutely wouldn't want to see those pictures. And the fact that on top of living through, because let's be clear, she didn't just lose her husband; she lost her daughter too. And to know that the pictures of those bodies and the other people who were part of the crash, but to know that those pictures were just being floating around. I think during testimony, one of the police officers said that he sent the pictures out to other deputies while he was playing Call of Duty. Like, come on. It's all good, Regina. Regina says she don't speak on nothing recent because she ain't even watch these shows, child. That's a good question, Auntie Didi. I think at one point in time they were part of the part of the case as well. I believe they were, but I honestly didn't follow it enough to know. But I think at one point they were a part of the case as well. Yeah. I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think, and I don't know if this to be the case, so let me preface by saying I'm not 100% sure, but I think the other families may have already settled, and Vanessa didn't want to settle; she wanted to go forward. But don't quote me on that part. It was them looking at the photos at a banquet, child. Donating to her own foundation. Didn't Kim Kardashian do that and got called out for basically paying herself through her foundation? I'm not familiar with that. KFS. So I can't say yes or no because I'm not familiar with Kim paying. I'm not familiar with that. But in this case, I guess it depends on what the foundation is going to do with the money. I mean, I don't think that donating to an organization automatically means you're paying yourself. I don't even know if Vanessa works for the foundation. I don't even think she runs the foundation. Okay, thank you, Tracy. So they did settle already. Okay. So the other families already settled, but Vanessa kept going. Okay. Okay. I thought I read something about that. But they got a good little settlement too. They settled, but they settled for a couple of $1 million. I mean, they didn't get this much, but they got a little piece of change too. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I can't speak to what or why as far as Kim Kardashian because I don't know. I'm not familiar with that situation, but it's yeah, it's the I don't know, but to me, I think it's appropriate for her to donate the money to her organization. I mean, to the foundation that she started after their passing. And the foundation, from what I remember, the foundation is to um push youth sports or something like that. It was something dealing with youth sports, I believe, if I remember correctly. Now, again, I don't remember. I'm not familiar with the situation with Kim Kardashian, so I can't compare. I can't make a comparison because I'm not familiar. Don't they watch foundation spending to make sure there is no embezzlement? Like, yeah, oh yeah, there are reports that have to be filed and all kinds of stuff when it comes to foundations. Oh yeah, the money is definitely accounted for. It's definitely accounted for. I guess Vanessa wanted it in court so people could get the attention on what they actually. Yeah, yeah. Emily D. Baker said her keeping the case going and winning will force them to have to set new guidelines for how things are handled in the future. I don't know why I don't get her. You know what? See, this is what I mean, y'all, when I talk about YouTube playing games. Y'all know I love Emily D. Baker. And this is the third or fourth time that y'all said that Emily D. Baker did a video about something. And I am not getting her notifications anymore. See, this is what I mean. It happens to all of us. That's why I said y'all have to now listen, look, let me show y'all. It shows that I'm not subscribed. I mean, it shows that I'm still subscribed to Emily D. Baker, but I don't. But it's showing that I don't have my notifications on, and I know I had my notifications on for Emily D. Baker because I watch her, and I was wondering why I wasn't getting any more of her. You know, and y'all know I watch so much stuff that if I don't see it come up on my thing, I love Emily D. Baker and I watch Emily D. Baker, and I was wondering why I wasn't getting her notifications. See, YouTube does it all the time, y'all. Y'all have to double check who you're subscribed to. You have to double check your notifications because it's not enough to just be subscribed. A lot of times when y'all are like, oh, I don't get a notification, you got to make sure that you have that little bell on. If the bell isn't on, that see how it looks, see it looks different now. The little bell is on. If you don't have the bell on, oh, she need to get another subscriber. She got 666. Ooh, somebody need to subscribe. Well, 100 people need to subscribe so she can get rid of that 666, child. So yeah, but I love Emily D. Baker. But yeah, so that's y'all gotta make sure because even though you may have some the notifications on, YouTube will turn them off. I don't know why they do it. I don't know what that issue is, but so a lot of times if y'all say, "Oh, I'm not getting your notifications," double check to see if the bell is on. When you're settling, folks may or may not read the legal docs. Someone being in court and forced to testify sets a different precedent. She's been stuck on 666 since the death trial. Well, she need to get some subscribers or lose some because, ooh, that number. Ooh. She said she lost 2,000 because she didn't do lives for a week. Yeah. Oh, listen, YouTube does that. That's why that's part of the reason why I made sure that I had videos still posted while I was in France because for me to be gone that long and not put anything on my channel, oh yeah, everything would have dropped. Everything would have dropped. All my analytics would have dropped. And even though the videos weren't getting a lot of views, it was still showing that I was active on my channel every day. How long have I had these braids? I'm not sure, but they're coming out. They're coming out this weekend. But they've been in for a minute. But they're coming out this weekend. Matter of fact, I already started taking them out. You can see a little bit. I already started taking them out. Okay, we almost done. All right. So listen, y'all. A video has surfaced of Kevin Petty's accuser. And it sounds like in the video she's admitting that she lied Kenneth Petty. Now, Kenneth Petty is Nicki Minaj's husband, and we know that he was accused of I'm sorry. Um Child, I'm sorry, y'all keep okay. Um I'm gonna let y'all hear it. Allegedly, where she's allegedly admitting to lying about what she said about Kenneth Petty assaulting her when she was a child. Now, if you listen to I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. Let me find it. I just had it. I hate when I do this. I just had it. Uh, hold on. In correction, this is the third child that Nick Cannon is having with this woman. So this is their third child together, child. Anyway. Where is it? Damn it. I hate when I do this because it's on the shade room because that's where I saw it. But when I'm looking for stuff, I can never find it. Oh, here it is right here. All right, hold on. Here it is right here.
Perjury is when you lie under oath. And regardless if I made a statement or I didn't make a statement, that is the reason why I stood up in court and I said, when a judge asks, like, yo, does anybody have anything to say before he is sentenced? I stood up and I said, Your Honor, I'm the person who pressed the charges. I would like to drop the charges. I made a huge mistake. Wow. This was like, I'm in court in front of his family, in front of friends, in front of everybody, like, whatever. And they was like, take it to the DA. And nobody wanted to hear. Because he probably didn't have a paid lawyer at that time. Yes. The judge specifically said, take it to the DA. And everybody looked at the DA, and the DA shook her head like, "This not happening." Like, oh, because they didn't want you. They didn't want you to go to court because you recanted your story. You told them it never happened. X, Y, Z. You was young. You was pressured. Correct, right? Yeah. So that's why. Yeah, babe. Yeah. So that's probably why they were so thirsty because they knew the case would have fell through the roof. Because if you'd have said that on the stand. They never called me to the stand. They never questioned. Oh, that's the difference.
Now, I heard this earlier, and there are different versions of this, but the one thing I said to myself earlier was, this don't sound like a fluid conversation. Now, her lawyer has since come out, the woman's lawyer has since come out and said that this information is that this, what's being released to the public is edited. That it is heavily edited to make it seem like what she's saying is that she lied and that she tried to get them to drop the charges because she lied. But that her lawyer's saying that's not the whole story and that we're getting a very edited version of this conversation. He's also saying that this isn't new. This conversation is not a new audio. It's not new information. So this one I'm gonna say. And he wasn't convicted. Well, he was convicted, but he pled guilty. It wasn't like he went through a trial. He actually pled guilty. This is what I'm gonna say. He pled guilty. He was convicted. He went to jail. He served his time. I don't know what y'all want. You know, I mean, child. Anyway, so that's what it was. So now, of course, you know, it's all these free, it's these hashtags that say, you know, free the petties or whatever, and they turning this into a whole thing. But I believe her lawyer when he says that this is an edited tape, because if you listen to, there are a couple of more clips out there, and if you listen to the clips, it does not sound like a succinct conversation. It sounds like it's been chopped up. It sounds like it's been sort of piecemeal together. And he's saying, her lawyer saying that this is old information. Why marry and have a baby with a man that's not going to be able to legally drop the baby? Child. It's a whole lot of women, child. She ain't the first. She ain't the first. Yeah, extra smoke. It's, if you listen to the clips that I heard, it just doesn't sound like a free flowing conversation. And then you kind of have to ask yourself, who is she talking to? What are they talking about? How did this come up? You know, there's a lot of questions. There are a lot of questions. But girl, Nikki, you know, you keep working for your man, honey. You keep working for your man. Oh yeah, they definitely feel vindicated, child. Even Tasha K put her 2 cents on it, child. And you just need to go sit down somewhere, Tasha. Just girl. Anyway. Last but not least, before we get out of here, remember a few months ago when Tamar Braxton unfollowed NeNe down to the Instagram. Now, she said it wasn't nothing going on. She said it wasn't nothing to see, that she unfollows people all the time, and she even unfollows her own sisters, and so it's not a big deal. Now, y'all know, like I know, that when it comes to Tamar, it always means something. Now, whether she's willing to talk about it or not, because she is, you know, trying to be different and trying to turn over a new leaf, she may not want to talk about what it is. But y'all know, like I know, that when it comes to Tamar, there is a reason. Oh, my braids still look good. Oh, thank you. I feel like they look real raggedy and old, but thank you. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. Now, according to Jason Lee, so y'all know we gotta put that with a grain of salt that it came from Jason Lee. According to Jason Lee, the reason why Tamar and NeNe fell out is because of the following. Tamar was messing with one of NeNe's boyfriend's friends. They had like a little double date situation going on, because you know NeNe and Tamar was hanging tight for a minute. When I was down in Atlanta, when me and Abby went to the Lanithia, Tamar was there that night, and you know they was hanging together for a minute. They was real tight for a minute, and according to what Jason Lee has said, Tamar was messing with one of NeNe's new man's friend, that they was dating, and they, you know, Tamar had really liked that dude. But then Tamar found out that NeNe was encouraging another friend of hers to date the same guy, and that secretly this man was messing with one of NeNe's other friends, and NeNe didn't tell Tamar, and that they even took a couples trip down to Miami. NeNe, her new boyfriend, this other friend, and the dude that Tamar was allegedly supposed to be trying to talk to. And NeNe ain't never say nothing. And so when Tamar found out about it, Tamar got her feelings hurt. But instead of being the old Tamar and going down to the social media and blasting everybody, She just said, I'm going to pick up my toys and I'm going to go home. Now, I can respect the fact that Tamar held on to this, if it's true, because this is all allegedly. But I can respect the fact that Tamar held on to this and Tamar was like, you know what? I'm not doing it. I'm not putting it out there like that. I'm not gonna, go down to Instagram and cuss you out. The old Tamar would have blasted the whole thing. The old Tamar would have went down and did a live. She'd have put some comments. Now she might have deleted them later, but y'all know the old Tamar would have put it out there. The old Tamar would have told us everything. So I can respect that the new Tamar said, you know what, I'm just gonna quietly unfollow NeNe and I'm gonna keep it moving and I'm gonna do my thing. Now this is all allegedly and this is all coming from Jason Lee. So child, That's what you put in my chat when I first covered the story. What that we proud of Tamar for not blasting. Now listen, let me tell you something. When I first covered the story, I knew it was more to it. I knew good and daggone well that she didn't just unfollow NeNe for no reason. Now I didn't know what that reason was. Do I believe that this could be a true story? Yeah. Now Jason Lee said he got the receipts. He said he got receipts to prove everything he's saying. He said maybe I'm saying too much. Maybe I shouldn't be telling it. But I got the receipts to prove what I'm saying to be true. Now, whether that's true or not, child, I don't know. Do I think that NeNe is capable of doing this? Yes. Do I think NeNe did it? Child, I don't know. Do I think she's capable of doing it? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Because again, I can't say it happened because, child, it is coming from Jason Lee. Like I said, child, he insisted that the queen was there for 2 weeks or however long it took him to come back and retract it. I don't know. Jason's messy ass probably gave Tamar the tea. Child, he might have been the one to tell her. No, I don't think the guy was Martell, child. Jason said he had receipts. The queen died, child. He did say he had proof. He did say it came from a reliable source. Now, he did say that. I believe if NeNe is the queen to get back and will go out of her way to be petty to get back at you when you thought you were good with her, that could be true. I do think NeNe could be petty now. I think NeNe can be very petty. I absolutely believe that. I don't believe that 1950s built refrigerator. He be lying. Not the 1950s built refrigerator. Oh, Lord. Oh, Wendy. Oh. Child, I ain't never going to listen. I'm going to tell you why I'm never going to live it down. I'm never going to live it down because even after the queen made an appearance, he was like, I'm telling y'all she dead. Sir, she is literally standing right there live on TV. It's live. Are you saying that's her body double? Like, what are you trying to say? Like, that's why I ain't going to let him live it down. That's why I ain't going to let him live it down. Now, it would be different if we didn't see the queen. Like, if the queen was missing and people be like, damn, well, we ain't seen the queen in like a month. But she was literally on TV like the next day. I don't know if he retracted. Abby said he retracted it. I don't remember him ever retracted it. But Abby said he did. Abby said he did, but I don't remember him ever retracted it, child. Now that's like when Fidel Castro stopped coming out in public and all we kept seeing was his brother. Now that was a lot of conspiracy theories. And even I was one of the people that was like, oh, Fidel Castro must be dead. Because we ain't seen Fidel. Like they hadn't seen, like they was doing watch. Like, oh, it's been however many months. It's been however many months since we seen Fidel Castro. Like they were counting down the days since the last time he had been seen in public. Now I can go with you to say, well, he probably dead. I can go with you on that. But the queen literally was on TV like the next day. And he was like, I don't care. I ain't backing up off my story. Now I said, you said that Jason Lee retracted his story about the queen. I was saying I never remember him doing it, but you said he did, so I believe you. No, Xavier, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying before they announced Fidel Castro, remember, you too young, you might not remember, baby. They said Fidel Castro stopped making public appearances. And then he handed over power to his brother Raul. And what I'm saying is a lot of people then were saying, oh, they think that Fidel is dead because we hadn't seen him and power had been handed over to his brother. And a lot of people were like, oh, a lot of people thought he would. That's all I'm saying. But it wasn't like that with the Queen, is my point. Now, you know that was a mess and that man was serious. Oh, he was dead. He was dead serious. He did. Google said he did. Okay, listen, I'm not saying he didn't. I said I don't remember him saying it. Because he did. He stood 10 toes down in that shit. You right, So Joe. Right, Bab. That's what I'm saying. People thought he had been dead for a while. And then he did make an appearance. And then, you know, and then people was like, oh, okay, yeah. Because at first, people hadn't seen Fidel in months. Ooh! O Street. O Street said he be in the bathroom with Andy Cohen, Roulette, and Winter. No! Not Roulette and Winter, though. Child, y'all are terrible. Anyway, let me get off of here. Y'all probably won't get try me tomorrow night because, like I said, I gotta take these braids out tomorrow. But y'all know if y'all don't see me tomorrow, y'all will see me Saturday on whether you like. I mean, not whether you like it or not. The Ready to Love panel Saturday. And y'all are gonna get y'all story time on my trip to France. Y'all gonna get y'all story time this weekend. At some point this weekend, I'll be doing that. But I'm gonna get out of here now. It's after 8, and I gotta get up in the morning, so I can't sleep in too late tomorrow, child. I've been real trifling this week trying to get myself back together to go to work. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've been real trifling. I think I've been late for work every day this week. But we don't have no kids, so it really don't count. We don't have no kids. So, I mean, technically I've been late, but it ain't really been bothering nobody. But we have freshman orientation tomorrow, so I have to be there because I do teach freshmen. So, yeah, I gotta be on time tomorrow. So I need to take my ass to bed, child. All right, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Mwah. Was there any racism going on through as a Black woman? There were some situations where you had to kind of question, like, but nothing blatant. Like, ain't nobody called me like a nigga or nothing. But there were a couple of situations, like there were a couple of times, like people tried to cut in front of me in line, and I was like, "Excuse me, I'm standing here." But sometimes I think it's just people being rude. I found that people are rude in France, and I'm not calling the French rude. So please don't nobody twist my words. I'm talking about I found that people in France were rude. I ain't saying that the French are rude. But yeah, I'm not gonna say there were any black like that. Like when they wouldn't let us in Gucci, you know, at first I was like, oh, is it because we two Black women trying to get up in Gucci? But then when I told y'all, when I saw them turn away everybody, I said, okay, that ain't a Black thing. They just turn away. They just ain't want nobody. They just was ready to go home. Oh, okay. So it was a couple of times where I had to kind of ask myself, like the situation that happened at Air France. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole situation that happened at Air France, it did kind of make me give the side eye. Like, oh my gosh, now, see, y'all making me. I'm gonna say this and I'm getting off of here. Like when me and my cousin were when we were leaving Nice, and we were going into we were in business class. So we were going into the business class lounge that morning while we were waiting on our flight. Why the dude like really had to like do a double take and act like why he was looking at us crazy? Because you know when you're going into the lounge, you got to show your ticket because they got to scan your ticket to make sure that you're supposed to be in the lounge. Why he looked at us crazy though? Like he took the ticket, he scanned it, and then why he looked at it like he didn't believe the scan? I was like, sir, The fuck? Like, yeah, business class. Like, shit, it ain't first class, it's business class. If you don't give me my damn ticket, let me go ahead so I can get me some breakfast for my flight. Bruh, like, chill out. But, you know, he did kind of give us the... I was like, yeah, give my... yeah, it's me. That's my ticket. You know what I'm saying? So... customer service in the Americas versus Europe is completely different. Oh, it's definitely different. I'll get into all of that. But it's definitely different. I don't want to say too much right now because I gotta go. Lord, don't worry about mofos trying to tuck my hair when I'm in Japan. Touch my hair when I'm in Japan. Oh, child. Well, that happened right here in America. That happened to Ebby when we was down in Tennessee, child. That lady touched Ebby hair. Sure did. Yes, racism in Europe is very subtle and uncommon compared to the United States. You wouldn't even notice it if you're American. Yeah, that's what I was saying. There were a couple of times where I had to kind of ask myself, like, but, you know, I didn't know for sure. Like I said, ain't nobody just call me a, a nigga or nothing, you know. Auntie Didi, you said you looked at a little bit of the hip hop uncovered, whatever that show was. You thought it was interesting? Yeah. Or they're gonna want to touch your skin in Japan, child. They did the same thing to me, really. I flew first class and they were mean mugging me. Yeah, I was like, but it was funny because like nowhere else did that happen. But it definitely, dude really was like, and my cousin went in first and he did it to her, and then I was right behind her and he did it to me, and I was like, bruh, like, calm down. Like, but his face was all scrunched up and everything. I was like, sir, I'm gonna need you to go chill out. All right, y'all, let me go. But we'll definitely do it and we'll talk all about it this weekend. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly when. Yes, I'll be doing Raising Canaan, and I need to do my review for episode 2. I watched episode 2. I just haven't done my review yet. I was gonna do it last night, but I really ran out of time. It got late. I've been trying to go to bed at a certain time, so I've been trying not to do these reviews too late. So yeah. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.